close to one another, and when the edge of circle is this open road, you're bound to see casualties.
Especially with a strong team. Oh, what a spray on the Poochus! Doozy is gonna find that beautifully, and he's gonna get the flush eventually. Actually, hopefully it's not stolen here, but look at this. The rest of Day Trade now coming in. Very dangerous, and he's gonna find another one in the nade! What a play from a dude!
And well, we went from Korean action. Let's watch NA find each other.
Oh, look, it's my friends, as they are now fighting in this very awkward elevation here on the northeast side of the circle. And again, they're gonna have to contest with multiple teams. Shrimsy, what a turn though! Relo will find that knock, but Huynh is right behind them.
What a spin, and that's a weird angle to have to spin to straight up in the air. He goes, finds the double headshot over the top, and that's one more down. Shrimsy only knock so far though for soniq. Should be able to get the rest on up, as Flood, fortunately for soniq, is kind of holding off Gen G, at least to the best of his ability. It was just before, so they're going to be wrapping further around than what they would necessarily have to. The issue is these rocks are sharp and steep as hell, so they're not easy to maneuver. So Gen G, if they want to be part of this fight, it's going to take them a while to get here.
I also just may have saw an MG42. Yep, a PO in PO's hands. That gun, if you don't know, is disgusting. Variable fire rate, but PO's actually going to get knocked immediately by Flood. The headshot trade from EJ, and Flood doing everything that he can, but it's actually going to be soniq's with the assist.
The ultimate cleanup duty is set up by soniq's. Flood said, guys, I did as much as I could, now it's on you. EJ is still alive, but with the circle closing in and phase 5 being on us, it is going to be difficult, if not near impossible, for them to get that in mind. But what an EJ again! What's with the turns as he finds the second as well? What a hell of a performance as we see question mark fall off screen. Lyric ran over at Doozy and Phil first and got Dante as well. We're seeing this entire northern side of the circle get absolutely shredded to pieces.
And as we're talking about, this is the symptom of this circle with so little to play. These teams are forced to fight. And look, soniq's will find a little bit of a reprieve here, but Tai Lu just in the distance should have the angles. Oh, Wind, careful now.
EJ did soniq so dirty on this. Imagine them having that hill with 4 alive. Wow, they could have wrapped back down on the eastern side. I like that Twisted Minds moves early.
Twisted, yeah.
They have to move early. They have to get here before Expendables possibly can. And look at the amount of damage coming through as Longs. Through the smoke, finds the first.
And the distance, Tai Lu has just been harassing. They have 5 kills, but I'm very curious to see what their damage is actually all about, as they are just peppering the Expendables here. They're not even in circle here, and they're pulled up right above Twisted.
Another team who has 0 points so far, but we cannot take out of the equation, is PGS. They're set in the compound. They haven't had to move much this game, so helmets, vests, ammo, utility, all should be in good shape. But as you're seeing, I mean, this Expendables push in just seems to be Tai Lu points in the making.
It's unfortunate is the word that I would use there for the expedition here that E-Arena have, even though there really isn't much play. There's a dip. They could use their vehicles, but they're now starting to come in. They know that they have to get rid of this duo. As they left. Yep, Perfect is going to go down. But realistically, what play does Twisted have? This is pretty much it. Blue might actually be able to survive where he is. He will. Never mind.
The attention is on them now. I like the idea that Twisted tried to make something happen there, but E-Arena, a bigger kind of dip for them, of gutter, essentially, to work with on that side of the road. They had the cars already there. They had the rock as well. Twisted Minds were like, either we're going to prone this one out or we're going to get shot in a second. And you can see this exactly the same thing happening. That's the thing. E-Arena going to forfeit this one. Yes, there's no reason for them to give those 3 points away. Now, this is what PGS wanted. This waited out. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, 4v4 is on our hands. How do we approach this one? The final circle has popped. It's ending outside of the houses. So say, guys, it's an open field. Look at this approach they have. Once they leave Tai Lu, it's going to be so hard.
If PGS can somehow just put some damage and pressure onto Tai Lu, they may be able to take a little bit of that center circle. You can see with the smokes, they're actually trying to do so right now, creating a wall for them to start to close this one out.
Apply pressure, yes, but one thing here. Summer cannot get knocked.
No, he cannot.
He is the off-ankle player. They know he's there. They saw they can't get over. If he falls, that is an entire open angle for Tai Lu to wrap into. And with the changes that have come through, I talked with Ixlef coming into yesterday's games, with the changes that have come through in the team, Summer, former IGL on 4AM, now with the changes from New Happy and 4AM, now he's the IGL on their team. If the IGL falls here, that could be terrible. But here comes PGS Road. They want to go full speed forward. They want to take matters into their own hands.
Yes, they do. And CU will actually make it in. And as we talked about, blue zone grenades, but actually being used on the side of Tai Lu, is now 3 members of PGS just on this small 1-story building. Zhao Yang, the only one in front, and the nades! doing a massive amount of damage to Petrichor.
The fact that only one falls there is huge. They were all full sat on top of each other, but Mill springs out, able to take one down in return. Xiaoyang falls. We've seen the impact that Xiaoyang has had here in these late game scenarios. So having him fall early is terrible for Tai Lu. Does he commit to the rest here? He might just, because they're going forward on the other side too. And it's going to end outside the city as well.
This actually is starting to favor Petrichor a little bit, though, because of the fact that, they have that still knock on a Xiaoyang, and they were able to get that member up. And so the nade, Summer will find 755, but the trade with Shen.
Couldn't commit to the rest, though, as Xiaoyang is still down, so it's a 2 versus 2. The aggressive side is on the side of Petrichor. Shen peeks on over, does find one. Summer finds one on the approach, spots Shen on the other side with the car. Right in the cover that he needs, but falls. In return, and just like that, a 1v1. Chewy is going for the rest and long slows as he has to execute now. You can see he's crawling around Summer, trying to feed in for a cross, but it's not working on. Tai Lu currently at 10 kills, but the rest has come through for Chewy.
And they have to wait. Axel, yep, just needed to heal so they could go for that trade. They're going to end up finding him, and Petrichor will take that from the most disadvantageous position. They waited, as you said, and they were patient, and what a strike with those smokes.
They jumped over the top to get the killing blow onto Tai Lu, a team who has been playing so well. And there you go, there's the